Right now, it is Monday, April 21st, 2025. And I'm surprised that I'm here right now. A lot of things have been happening, and it's pretty scary. It really is. But when I get stressed out and overwhelmed by things going on in my life, I go visit my good friends. And one of my good friends who I visit when I'm dealing with a lot of these things that are happening is my friend Omar from OmarGoshTV. And when I go there, it's either to help him out with something, spend time with him, or go explore some haunted places. And this time, I'm taking you to one of the most haunted places that I've stayed overnight in. Actually, two different places. And my friend Omar owns these places. And I don't know how anyone would even want to consider going to these places, but I did. And here's the footage.
After eating dinner and coming back from a walk, the air started to feel different, and it also felt like somebody was watching me. I don't know exactly what it is that I was feeling, but something just didn't feel right. It sounded like somebody was outside, looking in. I saw a mysterious shadow behind the glass of the doors, and I don't remember seeing anything there before. Then the shadow moves and gets my attention.
What the fuck was that? Alright, how the hell did that... Alright, that was over there, now it's over here. What the hell's going on in here? No. What the hell? I have no idea how something like this ends up over here. I came here to get away from weird shit like this happening. I don't know. Did it knock over? I thought this was over here. That's the thing. You know what? I've been so stressed out. Oh shit! All right, that chair just. Of course, it has to be a chair. It has to be a chair. Of course, that's my life now. What the hell is? All right, who's in here? Who's in here? What the hell? What the hell is going on?
I wasn't sure if something was trying to get my attention or if something was trying to distract me away from something else.
All right, something just knocked on that door. Something just knocked on that door. I thought All right, you know what? Somebody did tell me that whatever it is could be attached to me, so no matter where I go. Whoa. Okay. I'm starting to believe that the problem is within me. Are you going to terrorize me here when I'm trying to get away from being terrorized? What? Look at this. If there's a spirit in here, can you show me a sign, but in a nice, positive way? What the hell? Alright, that just freaking popped out of nowhere. That clown just come out of nowhere. That just, all right, there's nobody back behind this clown except for the clown itself. Oh my God, no. I really, oh my God, Omar's gonna get mad because his chair's broken now. How do I explain this to him? Like, I didn't break it. It just happened to fall by itself. But I'm sure he'll believe me because, I mean, he deals with paranormal stuff himself. I'm just going to have to tell him. You need to just go back in the corner and stop messing with me. You know what? I'm not gonna draw attention to it. Maybe I just need to it's about time for me to go lay down anyway, because I had a long day, had to drive away from Georgia, and I wanted to get away from the house for a couple of days just because of something similar to this. But I should have known, coming here of all places, that I would probably be bringing myself into the same thing that I just left. Oh my God. Too bright in here. All right. All right. I'm gonna open this and I know you're gonna come out and confess. What the hell? Of course, there's nothing in there. I'm not going to see anything in there. I'm not going to see anything anywhere. This is the clown cottage now. Omar. What the hell? All right, there's some dolls in here that are haunted. We've been down this road before. They're up here. So. Okay. Shit. All right. Listen. You should have stayed at my house. Did you have to follow me here, or is this... am I dealing with whatever's here existing? Because... Whoa. Alright, you need to chill out with this. Yeah, it's a dad joke, but... Alright, now... Omar was talking about one of these dolls, like, really haunted. And I believe it's back here. Right there. It's just sitting here. It's sitting right in there. And of course, I had to come here to think that I was getting away from, you know, if I don't lose my mind, then I'm stronger than I thought. I really am. Alright, you know what? What the? That just freaking slammed shut. I'm supposed to be sleeping there tonight? Oh, yeah, okay. Is that really gonna happen? Am I gonna get sleep tonight? You know what, I just need to go for a walk. I'm going outside. I'm going for a walk. Whoa! What the hell? What the hell? I just grabbed this camera because I just heard something back in here. Of course, where I need to sleep tonight. I mean, something was in here, and I pulled the curtain and nothing's there, okay? What the fuck was that? What the fuck? What the fuck? Alright, there's something on the fucking bed in there. Alright. Something on the fucking bed right there. What the hell do I do? Shit. Right there. I wanna go to fucking sleep. There's something right there. What the hell? All right, now, who's in here on my bed? You better get the fuck off my bed. I'm not fucking around now. Get the fuck out of here. What the fuck?
Whatever was under that blanket vanished in thin air.
Oh, come on, not again. Alright then. Where am I supposed to sleep tonight? Something's under the bed. Under the blanket. Then there's nothing there. What the hell? Am I gonna be able to sleep tonight? Hiding in the shower, now under the comforter in the bedroom? Where else are you gonna hide tonight, huh? Can I sleep tonight? Probably just sleep on the floor. What the hell is that? Alright, I just went for a walk and I come back and I'm still hearing stuff. Somebody in here? I do not give you permission to attach to me and follow me home. There will be none of that. I don't want you following me home. You stay here so someone can come here and bring you somewhere else. There's a lot of, look at it right there. Oh, there's a whole pile of dolls. God knows which one of those is haunted down in that box.
As I was looking around in that room, it just felt like someone was there, steps behind me.
It's just me in the mirror. Shit. Alright. Fight myself. You know what? I don't know. I don't even have words. A lot of that sound's coming from where I'm supposed to be sleeping tonight. Maybe I'll be sleeping on the couch. That's what I'm gonna end up doing. But yeah, that's what I'm dealing with. I wanted to just kind of change the pace, you know what I mean? A change of pace. And I was told before by someone, I read the comments. They say don't feed into it. Try to just act like it's not there. Don't respond to it. It's only going to make it worse. And the problem with me is I have a habit of reacting to things. I react. And of course, all the places I am is a place where reaction videos are made. So I'm reacting to that. I'm reacting to everything now. I'll be here probably next week or whenever and I'll be reacting. Well, I got a lot to tell you right now. Will I be back here next week? Probably not overnight. But we'll see how tonight goes. That's what I'm going to tell you right now. We'll see how tonight goes, and then we'll figure it out. But I think I better... let me put this camera down. I am going to... I swear, I feel like I got eyes watching me everywhere. It just feels like eyes are watching me everywhere in this place. I mean, besides, this place is like Fort Knox when it comes to security cameras. Besides that, I got clowns looking all over. I mean, clowns everywhere looking at me. I feel like I just can't have privacy. Even in the bathroom, I can't even forget it. Let me put this down, going for another walk, and then I'm going to bed. First of all, put this thing back wherever it belongs, because it doesn't belong right here. Stand in front of me, just welcoming me to the freaking... I'm sorry, but... I don't know what you're doing to me, but... Oh, jeez, what's going on here? You need to leave me alone. Stop jumping out in front of me. Alright. Back there. It's like I can't even, look at this. Pennywise up in here. Look, so I can't even go in here to have privacy to take a whiz because I got Pennywise staring at me. Alright. Now, something's back there. There is no place to go because I'm right here and I'm about ready to pull this curtain. Damn. I swear I just want to catch somebody messing with me. Nothing. The curtain's just moving, nobody's behind here. That's because something's followed me here. Or something's here and I came here. What the?
Whatever is there is trying to get my attention.
Okay. I'm trying to get sleep. I thought coming here was gonna be the answer because back at home, I haven't been getting sleeping. I haven't been getting sleep. You see, I can't even think straight. I can't even talk straight. I don't even know what to tell you. All I know is I'm done with this place and I just need to get in my car and just not look back. Just keep going. And that's it, really. And I got to tell Omar about his broken chair. And I know I got to be back here in about a week or so, but at least I'm not staying overnight. All right. Omar just told me that people have said this place is haunted now.
Yeah, a couple people.
So now that it may explain the shadow I saw in the window last night, because like right there on the other side, I saw something in the window and it was definitely not a human shape.
Huh.
It was a big shadow. It was like half the window.
That's what Patricia seen. She said,
Really?
but she's seen it inside, right where the bathroom was. She said it was like a 7-foot figure. And for a camper, this has like higher ceilings. So I mean, it's pretty common. Like not common, but it makes sense.
Yeah, and I didn't even know about this until he just said it now. And I saw a shadow.
Yeah, I didn't tell him.
Yeah. Wow. That really puts things into perspective now. I was kind of getting that feeling like, no, it's a little camper, it's new. Why would it like have anything in there?
I don't think anyone's done a spirit box session inside there. I don't think the last person. She did a K2 meter reading, but she didn't do a spirit box. I'm not 100% sure, but it'd be interesting. Let me know if you.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to do that. Yeah, I'm gonna go for my walk and get some exercise.
Like, what is that all about? I find that strange. On this tree.
Like, somebody hanged themselves? Can that explain what's going on in there? Why I saw a shadow? It's beautiful out here. Yeah, just out here, just camping out. Camping out. That's what I'm doing. Having a little self-isolation, you call it. Did a lot of exploring. It's definitely been quite an adventure. My friend Omar just told me that this place is haunted, that people had told him that they had experiences that made them wonder what was going on. Some people saw shadows, some people heard noises. My only guess is Omar may have brought something back with him, because I remember he was staying here before a few nights. So it's possible that whenever he was on one of his paranormal investigating trips, that he may have brought something back to this camper. I'm gonna investigate this tonight, find out for myself, because last night I saw a shadow in the window and it was not a person shadow. It was too high and too large. And I was like, okay, what's going on? And I looked out the window, I didn't see anybody. You know, I'm like ready to go out there and confront somebody because I don't want to be like just sneaking around.
I grabbed this camera because I want to do an investigation here. Omar was telling me that people who had stayed here reported seeing things here unusual, like shadows, and they heard sounds, and I feel like it's time to find out what's causing this. Could be a ghost, could be an animal, but I'm gonna look around in here and see if I can find anything, and then maybe do a spirit box session. I'm just gonna listen for any sounds. Any sounds. probably put something back here because, something may have attached to him when he was out investigating haunted places. So it's possible that something is now here. But in here is where I see the shadow. It comes from this window here. Alright, I just heard something out there. Alright, was that somebody knocking? Was somebody knocking on the door? There was a tap tap sound. Something went tap tap. Well, now I heard something come from both directions, but it could just be from me walking. Okay, something just made a bang in here somewhere. It is, but all of a sudden I just started to feel like dizzy, like I'm losing my balance in here. I don't know what the hell that's about. Whew. I don't know. I don't know. I saw the shadow last night, and Omar was telling me about it. And then I was like, wait a minute, I told him that I saw a shadow. So someone else was seeing a shadow in that window. And it wasn't a person either.
I'm here, reaching out to you.
the one who is making shadows in the window here in this camper. If you are here making shadows, let me know. Tell me that you exist. Did you say I do exist? Was that you that was making static in the radio? Are you back here in this room? Can you make a shadow in the window again? Was that sure? People say they see you making shadows in the window. Is this correct? Is that yeah? Can you show me some kind of sign that you're here by making a shadow in the window for me? I'm gonna turn the... I'm gonna look out the window. I want you to show me that you're there. Can you make a shadow for me? Can you make a shadow in the window? Did you just say window? Are you out there right now moving around? Are you moving right now? I think I see something in the window. Alright, I don't know if I'm seeing something. Something's moving in this direction right here where my finger's pointing. It looks like something was moving right around there. It just looks like something's there. Are you there right now by the window? I see some kind of light moving by the window. Is that you? It said yeah. Okay. Okay. There is some kind of light. I don't know. It could be a spirit, but there is something that's kind of moving in a way that only I would think a spirit would move. And I just got a yeah on this necrophonic app here. Are you still there? Okay. I'm gonna review this footage because I think from what I saw through the viewfinder on this screen, it looked like something was there. So I'm gonna review that and find out. Oh God, I'm so full. Alright, let me look over this. I'm gonna go outside and I'm gonna go for a walk. Now I did do an investigation in here after Omar was telling me about this place being haunted, so he may have brought something back here. So that you may have seen already in this video or maybe a previous video, depends on when this gets posted. And there's a bug that's flying here that's driving me crazy, and it's gonna have to get outside. It got in here somehow, and I'm not having that in here. But I'm gonna go outside, get some walking done, and yeah. Whew, can't believe it. We're already a week into November. Wow. Crazy how time's going by. And then I might be going back out to California. But I'm going to be going back home first. For sure. I mean, I've just been isolating myself out here, just trying to, get better emotionally. Wow. Whatever bug is bugging me. Alright, I'm gonna walk out here. I'm gonna go down and see if there's any alligators out there tonight. At the bottom where there's the water, there's some lake. There's a lake there, and there's sign that says something about alligators. I'm gonna go back over there and see what's out there. Might be some gators. They like to eat at nighttime. That's how they are. And I got my Tesla charging over on this side. I gotta charge it, I gotta plug it in. It takes a long time when it's on regular 120 volts. It's not like the 240 where it goes faster. Or at home I have the Tesla charger, the official charger, but it's charging right here. So that takes a while. But I haven't been driving much. I've been doing a lot of walking. That's all I've been doing. Just getting a lot of exercise. Trying to stay healthy, both physically and emotionally. And exercise is good for you in those ways, It really is. So I'm going to do that here. By the time you see this, I probably won't even be here anymore. I'll probably be in South Carolina. That tree. Look at that tree. Whoa. That's crazy, huh? It's a big one there. Look at that. Holy moly. Kind of reminds me of those like haunted trees or something. It's a pretty big one there. Man, I tell you, Florida has some interesting looking trees.
Maybe.
Oh, the orb is right around your head.
My head?
Right around your mouth. No, it's by your elbow now.
Haunted RV series?
Oh no!
It just went by Tiffany.
Let me know in the
looking
comments.
to see if there's
Oh.
any bugs, and there's no bugs in here.
No, Mom, there's one right there.
Yeah, check this out.
What the heck is that?
That's one of those sponges, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, see that?
Ooh. Yeah.
What the heck?
What in the world?
Wow. Like, is all of that maybe under the sand or something? Or this could have happened during a real bad storm.
Yeah.
Or that could have happened like out
Wow.
in the Gulf. The Gulf's right there. Maybe a
Wow.
boat was lost at sea, like capsized.
Now, as you see, that was back last year, and I think maybe even a few years ago. But I wanted to look back on those times, because that's my virtual escape, to get away from what's happening now. And sometimes we need to have that escape, just to get away from the stressful things happening, because if we don't find that way to get away from it, that it's like we're dealing with this train coming at us head on. And sometimes we just need to jump on that train and go for the ride and just hang on tight, or you end up standing on the tracks and here comes the train. And, do you want to have that happen? And that's usually what happens if you're not prepared. If you live life and you're not prepared for the unexpected, it's like that train, just coming your way. But if you are planning things out and you try to keep your head above the water, then you're hanging on to that train and it's a bumpy ride and the tracks are derailing and you're basically almost tipping over and, things are happening, but you hang on. And that's what's happening right now in this country with all the things going on. It's like the stock market's crashing. I'm like freaking out. I'm like losing so much. I don't even know how I'm paying bills right now, but I've been very busy with this whole restaurant thing. And that's the only thing that's keeping me, above the water. That's how I'm surviving right now. It's that restaurant thing. If it wasn't for that, I don't know how I wouldn't be here. So that's what's going on. getting ready to try some Indian food at a restaurant on a road trip. Decided to go into Florida, so gonna check things out. Maybe go over to Clearwater Beach. You know, sometimes it's just good to get away from the house and go somewhere far and experience the world around you, you know? So this is what I'm doing today. Beautiful day, beautiful weather. Really nice place here. Here it is right there. Made it here to Clearwater Beach. Went on a road trip. Met up with some friends of mine. So enjoying the time. Beautiful out here. Gonna explore everywhere. All right, I need my sunglasses. There's no way I can go without them. I don't like vlogging with sunglasses, but it's too bright out here. I can't take them off right now. But I'm gonna show you the ocean. What it looks like behind me. Beautiful water. Got that teal, blue, green. Really nice. Walking along the beach right now. This water is so pretty, look at that. It's got that clear, bluish, greenish color. Looks so clean and refreshing. I feel like going in there. I can actually take my sunglasses off here because I'm not getting blinded by that really bright white sand. You know, that sun just reflects all those rays right off the sand. Without sunglasses, it's hard on your eyes. But today is Friday, April 26, 2024. Took another road trip, and this time I am in Clearwater Beach, Florida. Beautiful. Just with some of my friends too, you know. Decided to meet up with some of my friends so we can explore around here. It's a beautiful place. It's kind of hot right now though. Look at that. Italian pizza. Wonder how real that is. What is all that? What's going on? Look at right there, huh? Look at that. Look at those trees right there. Really beautiful here. I think I found where I used to go. I'm gonna walk on the boardwalk. Maybe run into Hulk Hogan. Going down this way, you never know. Because he lives down here. So might be able to find them. Might find Terry. He's gotta be here somewhere. What a view out here. It's really nice. Look at that. Right behind me. definitely hot out here. Gotta have the sunscreen. There's all kinds of motels here. You got swimming pools all around here. It's a place to swim, go out in the ocean. The sand is so bright, it's blinding. Oh man. Yeah, it's so bright out here. It's like you take your sunglasses off, forget it. I made it here. Whew. Still doing walking. Beautiful. Might want to go on that pier right there. Gonna go right on there. This is much better than running around the house yelling at the walls and the ceiling and uploading what seems to be paranormal, right? It's much better than that. This is positive stuff. Anyway, all of you are amazing. I am glad you take the time to watch my videos. Life has thrown me a curveball. There's a lot happening. It's a very complicated time in this world for many of us. And we just try to do what we can to make ends meet every day. And, you know, I really just enjoy the time with my friends. You know, it's very important to have friendships, to have family, to have someone there. And if you don't have one or the other, at least have nature or something, you know. Have a hobby, do something that makes you feel good. You know, but I have to be around positive people. And that's why I'm very selective when it comes to friendships, because if someone's not a positive person and they're always down and they're always worried about themselves, you know, then I feel like, is there any room for anyone else in their life? You know what I mean? Because there's some people who have a lot of problems, and I try my best to help them out. I try my best to be there for them. But sometimes they're just so wound up, you know, they're caught up in their own world that they're too blind to see the people that are trying to help. And they're just so overwhelmed. And I'm not certified to take care of people. I'm not, you know, I'm not a therapist. I'm not a psychiatrist. So I can only do so much as a friend. So when you have friends who are going through a lot, it can be difficult sometimes if they're not willing to accept any help that you give them, you know, because some people can be stubborn, and you try your best to do what you can and do what's right to help someone through hard times, whether it's some kind of relationship broken up, or, you know, just some kind of emotional thing, stress or anxiety, depression, all those things. You try to do the best you can to help your friends, you know. Sometimes it doesn't always work out, you know, but at least you tried. That's the thing, you know. Trying is better than not trying. And going to some of these places and exploring what is believed to be some of the most haunted places, it's definitely an experience. And when something scary happens and you happen to have a friend there to kind of experience that with you, it's like you got each other's backs, you know. If anything goes down, it's like you're looking out for each other. You're not gonna be going through this alone, and, you know. But half the time I can't really put a mathematical figure to it, but a lot of the times, you know, ends up being something that's not of any threat. You know, you may hear a sound or see something or witness something that's unusual, and a lot of the times it's harmless things that are happening. You know, everybody thinks that paranormal means, you know, that's it, you know, like get out of there, you know, you're in danger. I don't know. In my opinion, you know, I'm not one to say one thing or the other. I'm not, you know, I'm far from knowledgeable of the paranormal. You know, I'm just some idiot on YouTube who shares paranormal videos. I'm just that guy, you know, like, or whatever you want to call the videos. Who knows them? Half the stuff, or more than half the stuff, might just be me overreacting to whatever's happening, and, you know, I'm just pointing to it as paranormal. But, you know, we each have our own thresholds, you know, like what we think something is. And maybe I get influenced a little bit by being around people who are ghost hunters, you know, and I kind of feed into that energy. So maybe, you know, I'm more eager to think that whatever I'm experiencing is a paranormal event, you know, or some kind of phenomenon. But, you know, try to stay safe. I mean, never let your guard down, you know. You never know. I mean, they say there's demons out there. They say there's evil. So, you know, you don't want to come across that and not be prepared, right? So I don't encourage anybody to do anything dangerous. You know, just stay as safe as you can, you know. I just do these things. I go exploring places because I'm mainly just trying to learn about the world around me. You know, it's not all about paranormal. You know what I mean? Even though I like to explore places that are claimed to be paranormal, that people say, hey, this is a haunted place. I think it's more of curiosity, you know, to see whether or not it's really haunted or if it's just a bunch of, you know, nonsense or whatever it may be. I just want to see for myself. Because when a lot of people say, oh, these things happened, this happened, you know, things went flying, you know, somebody got touched on the shoulder, somebody, you know, got scratched on their back, you know, like, I want to see for myself what's happening. I want to know, you know, I want to know if this is legit, you know. That's why I don't really want to do the videos in my house, because like it could be interpreted so many different ways, you know. There's so many things that can happen, and it could be potentially a raccoon in the attic, it could be the wind, it could be the sun making the roof pop, it could be, you know, a draft. It could be a person, another person that is in your house that you don't know of, which it'd be rare for that to happen here, because I'm like, it's like a very high security place here, you know, like cameras everywhere, and you got me who, I don't back down for nothing to protect my family, my friends, you know, protect myself, protect property, you know, of course, within the bounds of the law, you know, whatever. I'm not gonna step outside those boundaries, you know. You know, you gotta do things the right way, you know, protect yourself, protect your family, do things with the amount of force. I'm not trying to give advice. I am not that person. I'm just saying what I would do, you know. You know, but sometimes, you know, to me, I feel like if you're in a situation that's getting a little bit out of hand with the paranormal, you know, maybe it's time to just get away and not try to fight it, because, you know, there might be some forces that are much powerful than you think. But here I am talking about that, you know, and I'm being labeled as the guy who's lost his mind, you know. But like I said, it's an opinion, and I'm just trying to relate to the topic, you know, with, you know, since friends are into this thing, this paranormal thing that I have friends who do this stuff. I don't want to talk about it no more. I'd rather just make cooking videos and go on walks in the nature and do positive things and say to hell with this paranormal stuff, you know, explore stuff, but not really try to analyze too much of it. Leave that to whoever's watching the videos to try to analyze what they see. I'm done trying to analyze, because I'm not an expert, and I don't want to put something out there that's confusing. You know, I'm already confused myself. Like I don't even know if I'm coming or going. Like I'm in the house, and then I'm away for a week, and I'm back, and I'm like, I'm stressed. I've been going through stress and anxiety and dealing with a lot. I've been going back and forth to the doctors and the cardiologist recently, and had an echocardiogram done, and now I got to go back for follow-up. So there's so many things going on. But anyway, all of you are amazing. Thank you for taking the time to watch my videos. And we'll see what happens next time. Trying to do some fun things with my friends, you know, explore places, do something more positive. You know what I mean? It's not going to always be about scary, crazy paranormal, because life is too short, and I don't want this negative energy. I don't want something attaching to me, you know, if something were to happen like that, you know, especially when you are trying to stay positive. So I wanted to take you down that memory lane with me so you can see some of the haunted places that I have visited. Even back then, I was going to these places to get away from problems because I can only deal with so much, you know, and most of it's just financial worries and health anxieties that I was dealing with, and just so many different things. I was just worried about job security, worried about the future, worried about this country, you know, and this was going on for years. But it's nice to have good friends, and I enjoy spending time with my friends and helping them out. You know, if I know how to do something, it's great to be able to offer that skill, you know, that skill set that I have to solve someone else's problem, you know, and make things better for somebody else. And so that makes my time enjoyable, knowing that I'm able to offer a hand, offer some help, improve somebody's life, and help them with a project or something that, you know, they may not have that experience in, and they need someone who knows about that specific kind of thing, like electrical work, you know? So it really helps, you know, and I enjoy doing those things. But I wish I can upload more. I will try my best. It's just that the way things have been going with this country and the stock market crashing and the uncertainty right now, I have been just working side hustles and trying to stay above the water. You know, it's just really hard right now. And I got to do something. I can't just stand on the track waiting for the train to come. I'm on that train right now and I'm hanging on, and it's a bumpy ride. And I'm not letting go. And so hopefully this will all work out. I'm doing what I can. I miss all you guys out there. I wish I could do some more live streams. Maybe I could do a live stream. Let me know in the comments if you want me to do a live stream. Maybe I could do one of those. You know, it's 2025. It's like, it's going to be May soon. It's going to be May. Like, I don't know where life's going. I don't know where time's going. Like, life is this, time's flying by. It really is. But anyway, I hope all of you stay safe out there. And I guess that's going to be it. I got to go walking. I got to try to relax. I got to make something to eat too. But take care.